Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Kang. I'm from Korea, and it's my big honor, to make a presentation about our company and about our country. I think we have 10 more countries to present, right? So I think I should do it very quickly. So let me start with just a brief introduction about our company, Gallup Korea. So we are the first research company in Korea. Gallup Korea was established in 1974 as the first professional research firm in Korea. Secondly, as you see in the chart in the left side, we are the most well-known research firm in Korea. So based on our polling results, around 7 people out of 10, they are aware of our company, which is a very big privilege to our company because we can get high cooperation rate from the respondents, because it's very important nowadays, fieldwork environment is getting tougher and tougher. We have difficulty to get cooperation from the respondents. And thirdly, we have a vast research experience in Korea. So most of the large Korean conglomerates and many multinational firms is our clients, and they're using our know-how. And this bottom part shows our sustained revenue growth, also very healthy profitability. Just one more thing to add to our company. Our headquarters is located in Seoul, of course, but also we have branch offices in main city other than Seoul, such as Daejeon, Daegu, Busan, and Gwangju. So we do not outsource any part of our fieldwork. So everything is done in-house that guarantee the high quality fieldwork to our customer. That's about our company. So after that, I briefly explain about the food and beverage industry and culture in Korea. This first chart is about the agricultural industry in Korea. Maybe agricultural industry and the food industry is not the same, but almost all the ingredients, material for the food is coming from agricultural industry, I think. So it's good to starting with get some perspective on the agricultural industry in Korea. So this blue bar shows that the total national economy size. So in 1975, it was around 100 trillion won, but last year it became 1,000 trillion won. So across the 36 or 37 years, our economy volume increased by 10 times, maybe 10 times across the 35 years. Not that impressive, but it does not include the inflation factor. So if we include inflation, the growth rate is much, much higher. This bottom part, the pink part, is the contribution from the agricultural industry. So if you look at 75, it's quite big, right? 16% is coming from the agricultural industry. But last year, it's only 2.7%. So the growth rate, national economies grows very fast, but the agricultural industry is not growing at that level. So domestic production for the agriculture side is not that big, but our consumption, food consumption is increased every day, every year. So there must be the gap, the shortage between the production and the consumptions. So we should fill out the gap. The answer is at the right side. It's about export and import. If you look at this chart in exports from Korea to other countries, some of the agricultural export is around $8 billion US, and but import of agricultural import from overseas to Korea is more than $33 billion US. So in terms of the trade balance of the agricultural product, is more than minus 25 billion US dollars. So Korea is a big market for the foreign countries. It's a little bit complicated table. Sorry for this, but I try to figure out the industry size, F&B, food and beverage industry size in Korea. The first table. Oh, sorry. The first table shows the F&B industry size. It's not very easy to, define the F&B industry, but one of the typical definition in Korea is F&B manufacturing plus restaurant bar turnover. So totally in year 2011, it's around 141 trillion won, which is divided by 70 trillion won for the F&B manufacturing companies, and the other 70 goes to restaurant and bar turnover. So totally 143 trillion won. But that figure does not include anything about the distribution of F&B. So at the middle part is about the distribution of F&B industry. The left side is a wholesale and right side the retail. So in terms of the wholesale, total turnover is around 94 trillion won in Korea. And at the bottom part, you can see the consumption of household expenditure for the F&B. Total household income per month is around 4,000 US dollars, so 4 million won per month. And the expenditure among them is around 60%. And among those consumption expenditure, 28% goes to the F&B related expenditure, so which is around 600 US dollars per month. And that expenditure can be divided into two. One is around 50% of them we are using to buying the food, but the other 50% we use for paying, eating out at the restaurant and paying for the restaurant. So around half and half. This is the chart for the retail market overview in Korea. These 5 categories must be most important retail channel for the food and beverage market in Korea, I think. First one is department store, and if you look at the turnover and the growth rate, in terms of the turnover size, the biggest portion is hypermarket, also the internet, TV home shopping, catalog shopping. These two channels is biggest in Korea. But in terms of the growth rate, the convenience store, this year the growth rate is projected around 12%. So convenience store is the fastest growing the channel in Korea in terms of food and beverage products. So here is the major player here. So most of them are domestic player. Just only few of them are international. So just if you look at hypermarket, we have a Home Plus here. It's the same as the British Tesco. That might be the only the player in Korea. The rest of the hypermarket, the big players, all the domestic the player, and like Carrefour in the French Carrefour or the American Walmart, they closed the business in Korea. So many of them, most of them are the domestic one. And the key issues for each the channel, let me briefly explain about that. So for the department store, we have some economic recession right nowadays, and as you know very well, the product is really expensive selling in the department store. So department store is directly impacted by the recession. So that is the minus factor. But at the same time, recently we have a lot of foreign tourists, especially from China. The Chinese tourists spend a lot of money in Korean department store and its related duty-free shops. Also, not only they maintaining the offline department store, they also operating the online shopping department shopping mall. So on and offline, the linkage marketing is very effective nowadays. And second category is hypermarket. So hypermarket is very important channel for the food and beverage. But as you see in the growth rate, it shows very sluggish, growth rate because it's quite saturated in Korean market. So we need a large big land to building up the hypermarket. But as you know, the Korea land price is very expensive. So it's very difficult to find a place to building up the new hypermarket in Korea. So it's highly saturated, also very competitive in Korean market. Third category is supermarket. And the country we are talking about the SSM, a supermarket. So the major player in the hypermarket, they opening up the smaller hypermarket or big supermarket, and they are competing with the traditional supermarket, small supermarket. So many of the traditional small supermarket is dying now. So the government is very much focusing on that trend. So many limitation on the operation of the supermarket in Korea. And the convenience store is the fastest growing area, and because single person household is increasing very fast in Korea, so they need some kind of convenience, and that is the leading driving power of the convenience store in Korea. Also, the internet TV home shopping is very large in Korea, and they have a price advantage. So they have a competitiveness in Korea. This is my last chart. I will summarize some new trend in food consumption in Korea. Okay? The first one is a strong preference on domestic product. I think the Korean we like the local product, domestic product very much. Maybe except for the automobile car, we like a German car, but the rest of the product, we like Korean product. And that kind of tendency is especially strong in the food area. So I write down some of the Korean words here. Korean words here is Shintoburi. Shintoburi means 4 character words. Shin means body, and the to means land, farm. And the bu means nut, and the li means different. So the meaning is that the domestic farm product are the best. So that kind of strong preference is continued in the market. And secondly, many people are talking about the healing or well-being through food. So starting from choosing the material, we should be very careful to meeting for this concept, or the recipe should be in line with this concept. Also, the atmosphere, the healing, well-being restaurant should keep that atmosphere meeting for this concept. So through this, they should develop some kind of storytelling about the well-being. And the third one is about the introduction of a premium product. So this is especially true in the processed food area. It's partly related with the well-being trend, but actually in the company point of view, they can get the profit recovery from the declining demand. So most of the processed food company, they introduce a very premium product with a very high price, especially in the bakery area or ramen, or daily, or coffee, etc. The fourth category is actual convenience. So convenience is very important because, as I mentioned before, the fast increase of the single-person household in Korea, and many company providing the HMR, the concept food, the home meal replacement concept, and that leads to very rapid expansion of the convenience store. And fourthly, cooperative marketing. This is especially true in the fresh food area. So distributor or manufacturer, they work very closely with the local provider, local producer, the farms in the local area in Korea. So they try to differentiate the product quality and the product freshness of the specific local producer. Also, the utilization of IT. Everybody using the smartphone now, so they can easily searching for where the good food restaurant is. Also, many big restaurant, they developed the application of the smartphone, so they using that as a effective marketing tool. And the blog, SNS, the word of mouth, viral marketing is very effective now. So many restaurant and the company using the blog and SNS as marketing tool. Also, the social commerce is very popular nowadays. So many manufacturers providing discounted coupon to promote their business. And finally, retro food. So retro food means retrospective food, and many people are missing the old food. So the manufacturer try to provide a renewal of the old food. So that the manufacturer gives some storytelling linked with some drama or movie. So many people try to taste the old food, and so that is the current the trend in the food market in Korea. And finishing my presentation, I think it's a little helpful for you to understand our market. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Yes, Stephen, if you could just sit here, we have.